guys, welcome to the official propane canister YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy your stay at this video. It's a very good video. Also, I'm trying to record this. It was on the wrong channel and it didn't have my face in it, so I hope you like this one. I have music on in the background, just in case. Well, you read the title. You should know what we're doing here. The blanket bird. You know what we're doing here. We're making Backgammon tutorials. We'll be running 6 different games I have on the table here. You can't see the table, but I have 6 different games. One of them is a 2-in-1, so it looks a lot more like 5, but trust me, it's 6. Don't compare like yet. This is our first game. You can't see it right well because the iPad's in my dumb spot. I had to calibrate this at the start. I'm saying that because it wouldn't stay. The blanket wouldn't stay all over my skin. Alright, so this one, last time I tried to record this, it just stopped randomly. It's never done that before, but I will be showing you this game. It doesn't look very obvious what game it is, but trust me, it is. Some people call this game checkers. I call it Draughts. Draughts. We'll see. I'm gonna do play-by-play, so you're gonna need to see the entire board. Alright. You can see the board. This is the board for Draughts. I look like a mess in this video, man. Okay. Hope the music isn't too loud, you can still hear me often. When I'm done. Yeah? Mom just had to ask me what that was, but she knew it. I hope she heard exactly what I just said. Yeah, I know, I'm not wearing socks today. It's not that bad. Alright, let's get, do the bad guy. There's a white one and I'll put these on first. You can really see what they're meant to look like. Where did the other monster go? They just disappeared. Found them. Alright. Checkers. On the board. So these are set up parallel to each other, so like these ones are like this. Those over here backwards. So that's a setup for. Okay, I can't move up too much to fall off. Look how they just did. Yeah, they just all fell off because I moved it up like an inch. See, it's still happening. I think you know what a Draughts board looks like. It looks like a Draughts board. I'm just not gonna make it, so. Alright. I don't care if Stu's getting flamed. I want music on. I don't make money from this. I don't make money from anything. I'm 13. And I need that. Okay. Just, move these. All these pieces can only move from one space forward. Right? Can't move more than one space. I'm Brown. Other player, I'll call him Jimbo. It's also me, but I'll call him that. Now he can be named Dave. Dave is white. I'm Brown. So you can only move every piece. You can only move one space forward, right? Like say I want to move this brown piece right here. You can only move it that way. Let's say Dave wants to move this piece up here. Well, now I can do this. Piece is mine now. I own this piece. It's mine. It belongs to me. You probably know these, but I want to tell you anyway. You've probably played checkers before if you watch this video. If you're over the age of 8, you've probably played checkers. It's fun. Alright. So, I'm over here. Dave's getting a little stressed out because he knows that I could very well get over here. Okay, he has to kill me, but he hasn't taken any of my pieces yet, so. Well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna move this piece up. Dave, let's move this piece up. Right, he has a plan. His plan is to somehow take one of my pieces. He's not doing very good at that plan right now. My turn now. So I'm gonna move this piece up. What's Dave gonna do? Well, he could take this piece, so he's gonna move his piece up one. Right, now I have this piece left. If he gets over here, I have to king him, and I'm not gonna like that. This piece up one. Now Dave is gonna get here. I can see right through him, right? But I'm not gonna do it because I'm not very smart. I don't see that his piece does this, and I could just do this and take it, but I'm not gonna do that. For the example, because he needs to get to the other side, so I can show you this. I'm gonna move this piece. Actually, no. This piece up one. Now he's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna take this piece. Now he's taking my piece. And I'm like, oh no, man, he's taking my piece. And what he's gonna do, well, I have to make a move, so I'll just do this. He's kind of lost this piece right here. But little does he know that's gonna come in later when I make a move for this piece. Actually, I have to protect that one. This piece is up here now. Now, he can do this. This is bad for me. Not for him, it's good. Not for me. Because I have to take this piece right here. This white piece. It's Dave's. And I have to put it on top of this piece. He says king me, right? Put it on top of that piece. Now this piece is king. That means he can move in any direction. He can do this. He can do this. Right. He can't do that yet because you just go right there. You move in any direction, and he can take things in any direction. You can still only move one space though. So I'm like, oh man, Draughts. So I move this guy up there. Dave, take this guy. I take this guy. Mine. So he moves this piece up one because he thinks I'm gonna like try and get that one, which I can very well do that. I can take that piece, but I'm not going to right now. I'm gonna move this piece. Dave's gonna take this piece. And I take this piece. Now he has to king me. And then he's like, oh man, Draughts. So he moves his piece over here. He's gonna take this one. What does he know? I can take this one. Now, I have 3 of his pieces. He has 2 of mine. Now, there's 1 of mine. I can do basically whatever I want now to beat Dave. He's gonna take this piece. That piece is no more. It just is now. It belongs to Dave. Alright, so I'm gonna take this piece. He's like, oh no, he moves this piece up one. He's no, I can take that too. I take that piece. Right here. He moves this piece up here. So he's gonna take this piece. Little does he know, he's gonna move this piece up one. Again. So I'm gonna take this piece. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. I can't take that piece. Right, I was going to, but I can't because this guy's in the way. I'm gonna move this piece up one. Now, he's gonna move down here. He hasn't seen my plan though. I have taken Dave's king. It is mine now. It belongs to me. He has not yet moved any of these 5 pieces. That is bad. He should not have done that. He should move these pieces. So what he's going to do, he's going to move this one forward. He hasn't noticed that I can take this, though. So I have taken that piece from Dave, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen that. I've taken that piece from him. No, you might be wondering, what is this? Why? Who's winning? I'm winning. I'm winning hard. Because Dave sucks and is awful at draughts. So I move this piece up, just to try and kind of flink him. That's not a word. Not a word. So I'm trying to like trick him into thinking that I'm gonna do a simple move and I'm gonna play like dumb. But he doesn't know my plan. Actually, he does, because he can do this. The king's his now. I have to like think like 16-dimensionally, you know. He's over here, I think. Right. And so I'm like, oh, I can take this piece. It's mine now. It belongs to me. Dave is bad at draughts. He sucks at it. So, you might be thinking, well, that's it. You're done, right? No. He has 3 pieces left. Don't get rid of this. I forgot to tell you, the goal is to get rid of all of those pieces, yeah. So, I have taken most of his pieces. He's taken 4 of mine. He sucks. I move that forward. He moves this one forward. And I'm getting a little shaky, you know. And I move this piece up 1. He moves this piece down 1. Well, I can take this piece. It's mine now. He has to king me. Now, I can move this piece backwards. So, since I've made my move, he moves this piece. Wait, he moves this piece forward. I can take this piece. Boom. Now, can he really do anything with this piece? Yes. Yes, he can. He can move it forward 1. I can move this piece forward 1. Right? I'm about to get king. Move this piece forward 1. Well, he hasn't seen it. I win. I just beat myself in checkers. I mean, draughts. So I'm British. I say British words like draughts and water. So that's draughts. Real fun game for the whole family. Not Dave though, because Dave is bad. He cannot play. It only took about 10 minutes. It's not a very long game. It's very short compared to the other games I have. This is one of the, I call them the big 11. No, Big 10 abstract strategy games. This is like the second one for Draughts. They might be thinking, what's the first one? Well, I will show you that. That is our next game. I do not have all 11 here, because that would imply me going to the store and having to find a shogi board, and that's not easy. Or having to find, like, a cat board, and cat is not sold in stores. You really have to just buy it online. I really do think that more young people like me should get into board games. Because, like, they're fun, dude. They're fun. But, like, you're like, oh, I can... I've heard a lot of people make the argument, but I can play those board games on my computer, but what? This is better, much better. Plus, the games are more expensive than the boards. This board costs like $15. That game definitely costs like $20. This is $5 less, that's a deal. Alright. So.
But no matter what kind of music you listen to, here's something else you should hear. Please consider.
Alright, so that was Draughts. Next is a game that will take me much longer to show you. It is a game that has existed for centuries. It is also in this package. That game is chess. We're playing chess. So before I give you the play-by-play of this game, I'm going to tell you what all the pieces do. Let me pull this one up here. So, I need to tell you what all the pieces do, because they all do different things. They're like checkers, so they all do different things. So that's what a lot of people don't get about checkers, is that all of the pieces do very, very different things. I forgot one piece. One draw for Draughts. Because people are like, oh, Draughts. That game's so easy. This one must be just as easy. No, it's not Draughts, but different, you know, people. It's a very different game. I hate opening these bags. The people who made this. I got this thing for Christmas, this checkered chess set, and I bought it. First it was like, you know, those presents you get, and you like stuff them in a closet, and you never use them. We have a board game closet upstairs, and it's just filled with board games. And I used to look in there, and I was like, I like those games. So this is chess. I'm going to tell you all the pieces do. Start in the center of the board. This is the pawn. Pawn is very unique because there's a bunch of them, and they all line up this whole the whole second row of the board. Pawn is the simplest piece. It can move one space forward on its first turn. It can move two. It cannot move backwards. And say this pawn starts right here. It moves forward two. This pawn can. No, okay, it's not like checkers. It's not like Draughts where you do this. No, you actually just do this. My piece now. That's the pawn. Very simple piece. The rest will take longer, much longer to explain. See, you can see my like freakishly long toes now. Owie. My mom's friends will say, your son's like 80% legs. And they're not wrong. I have a lot of legs. Alright. So, I'm sitting comfortably there. Rest of the pieces, rook. Start in the start. He starts in the corner. He's the farthest piece from any other piece. Besides the knight, he's right next to him. So the rook can move sideways, or up, or... I don't think it can move diagonally. If you don't know. Yeah, it can't move diagonally. Like a bishop. So it can only move, like, in this L shape, up and down. It doesn't have to move like a bunch of spaces, because like, imagine, so the rook is right behind a pawn, so, okay, imagine, set up the whole pawn line. I'm gonna keep the pawn line up, because that's a very big thing, is the pawn line, because there's like 8 of them. So there's like a bunch of pawns. The rook can't really do anything, except with left and right. Because, like, there's other pieces beside him, like knights beside him, bishops beside the knight, there's on this side, this side, and there's another rook on the other edge. This is the chess setup for each side. Each side is the same. In fact, I'm just going to set up each side. So I can show you how they do in, you know, an actual, like, setup game of chess. Then, I will continue explaining what all of the pieces do. This is the longest, this is like the second longest part of the game, is setting the board up, because there's a bunch of pieces and you have to find them in the stack, and there's like this weird order you have to do it. It's not that much of it. Oh, rook, you can't go there. Stay there. Alright, knight goes beside the rook. There's the other knight, there it is. Bishop goes beside the knight. The queen goes here, and the king goes here. This is a fully set up chessboard. You've probably seen it many times. So, Iran, the knight, yeah. So the rook can't move side to side, he can't move forward. When this piece moves, though, he can, and he can do this, and he can do this, and take that guy. You see that? It's like magic. How it works. And you end up knocking like a bunch of pieces over, because that's how it happens. Okay, next up is the knight. The knight I will be putting in the center, so that you can get a better idea of what he does. The knight is the most complicated piece. So he's right here in the middle. You can't really see him, but he can move here, 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 here. He can do 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. He can do any orientation of 1, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 1. Backward and forward. Oh, the rook can go backwards too, I didn't say that. He can go forward and backwards. Let's say a pawn is right here. He can take that, because he just went, you know, forward. He did his 1-1-2 motion. Okay, bring him back here. Actually, no, he did 1-2-1. That's it. Yeah. Next up is the bishop. This is the simplest piece, in my opinion. Besides the pawn. So just move this guy up. The bishop can only move diagonally, forward and backward. Let's say there's a pawn on this line. It's mine now. You see that? Movie magic. The pawn does have to get out of the way before you can do that. He can't just do that. Because that's taking your own piece of it. Okay, these two are the most important pieces, the king and the queen. Let's take this pawn off for a second so that we can have some actual leeway with this. Let's take these pawns off so we can have some leeway with these kings and queens. Alright. The queen can move however many spaces she wants in any direction. The queen, in the opinion of most chess players, is the most important piece in the chess set. Because it can do this. And then, when this guy makes a stupid move and does this, it can just do this, and then this, and boom, white just won immediately. Do you see that? It's crazy. The king's a little different. This is by the game's rules the most important piece, because if a player gets your king, they win. This brown just won. Imagine if, let's say let's move it over here. Just for, okay, actually, let's do this. Pawn moves over here. This pawn moves over here. Takes that pawn. That pawn is going to move down here, and now that pawn can take this king. Look at that, dude. It's so easy, but the thing is you're playing against another human, and they're going to notice that. So, that's the king. That's all the pieces. They're pretty simple, I think. Except the knight, that one's pretty hard to get, but when you get the pattern around it, you can understand it, basically. Like, this knight can, you know, it can move here, or it can move here. Actually, no, it can't. It can move here, it can move here. Like, see this motion with these double squares? That's where it can go. It can go here. Or it can go here. Or it can't go there. Because that's 1, 2, 2, you can't do that. So, I'm not gonna really do a play-by-play of this one because it's gonna take forever. Because, well, you've seen the chess set, you've seen the board, you've seen what all the pieces do, I think you've got it. If you want to see someone play a game of chess, you can go on YouTube, you can actually play it on a computer yourself. If you do have a chessboard, I highly recommend getting someone to play it with, because studies show that playing games like chess can reduce risk of Alzheimer's later in life. So, yeah. Play chess if you don't want to die old, alone, and you don't have any memory of what you were. So yeah, that's chess. I know that one seemed a lot shorter than checkers or draughts, because I didn't give a whole play-by-play of this one. If I did, this video would be like a million years long. It's chess. It's a long game. So that's this double package of draughts and chess. On the desk, on the table behind the camera, is the rest of the games, which probably won't take as long as Scrabble. There's a couple of them that won't take as long because they're much easier to explain, and they won't put as much strain on my voice. I've been talking for how long? 24 minutes, almost 26. This video is going to be like an hour long because I'm talking so much about these games. And, you know, I have to set them up, and I have to put them up, and I have to play them. There's this thing I've always wanted to do where I just buy, like, get, like, a bunch of board games and bring them over, like a meet up with, like, a bunch of friends and just play them. You know, you ever do that? Like, you dream about, like, stupid stuff like that? That's, chess and draughts. No. This board's weird because you put these in the bottom. Normally there's like a respective chess and draughts board. and there's like a compartment on the side of it. Sometimes it doesn't shut because this happens and they're piling on top of each other. You don't want that to happen. It's supposed to shut all the way. Alright. Let's put this guy back on. Next game is... You might be wondering what I've just slammed onto the floor. It looks like a work briefcase you'd see in a movie. Wrong. It is not. It is made of leather. It does have a handle. It does have latches. It's not a briefcase though. It's a board game. There's a board game inside of this. That board game, it does not have the name of the game on it. It does not even have any instructions included. This is my dad's, and he likes playing this game. It is called Backgammon. It is a fairly old game. Open that. This is Backgammon. You can't see it very well because, you know, we're on the bottom part. I will attempt to give a play-by-play of this game, but I don't really remember it that well. I don't play this one nearly as much as I do chess and Draughts, but I will try to play it. It's really a game of thinking, you know.
Hey Josh.
Yeah? Okay, be right back. Be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Make some tea. We'll sell you on eBay. You're our little slaves. Do as we say. We'll go live in the boys' home. You don't have to eat porridge. And say, please, sir, can I have some gruel? Yeah, gruel. When it gruel, right? Gruel. Yeah. Gideon, what are you doing? Yeah, he was there, but look at it. You like to look at his face? Like his eyes were like, again, I got it. Like what just happened?
Anyways, back to the games. This is Backgammon. It's not an easy game to learn. It's rather hard. So, gist of this game is you have to get. Say I'm brown. Actually, no, I started here. Let's start here, I think. Yeah, I would. So I have to try and get this piece from here to here. I have to do it in this motion. White's the opposite. He has to start over here and has to get over here. Right. Seems pretty simple. Wrong. It's a simple idea, but it's not a very easy game because of the setup. I actually don't remember the setup. I don't remember how to set up this game. Let me grab my phone. I don't write very professional video. I play video games, or I play work at home. I don't even know how to set the game up. Alright, I found some. Okay, alright. So it may look like some kind of secret code, but trust me, it's just how you play the game. Alright, so on this one right here, 2 of them go there, right? And under that, 2 of these go there. They're parallel on each side, 2 of them. These, on this one, are a 5. That is the full amount you can have in each row. And I have some extra pieces because the dad lost in this one. It is a 10 Chinese, I don't know Chinese. On the back is a picture of Tiananmen Square, where nothing happened in 1989. On the other end, we have this quarter. That's a white piece. Oh, this one's really old. So. This one also has 5. And then over here, there are 3. Wait, no, it's on these. Here. There's 3. And over here is 5 again. Wait, what? 5 again over here. I know, right? This is the longest part. I'm pretty sure this is a go piece. We don't have go. I would have put it in this video if we did, but we don't. And over here, there are 5. Boom. Set the board. Right? Now we got the setup. So there are dice on either side. There's 2 dice. Boom, boom. Alright. So this may look like something you would gamble on, and normally you would. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm playing alone. So I'm not gonna do play-by-play of this one either because it's even longer than chess's. At least I'd say, this one playing with my dad. So like, you roll these. My goal is to get over here, right? But I can only do that when I got all of my pieces over here. Sam Brown. When I get all of these pieces over here, I have to move in this motion, by the way. Wait, no, I have to move in this motion, I think. Yeah, so my goal is to get all of my pieces into this slot right here. You see that slot? I'm sure you know. So I have to get that one over there, and then when it gets in there, it will stay there. Ugh. Stretch. Alright. Let's get to it. So like you have to try and get over here. Try and get these pieces down here. Other player has to get these pieces up here. He's trying to get these pieces up here so you can put them there. Now, the fun starts when you get all the pieces over there. Trying to get the pieces over there up here is the boring part of backgammon. So, if a place has, I think less than 3 on it, then you can just go on it. I think that's it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If a space has less than 3 little circles on it, you can go on it and take those circles and you put them in the middle. Most of the time, if it's 1, you take it, you put it in the middle. Very rarely do you actually go and get 3. Let's say this guy, right here. He rolls a 2, but he can't do that. He rolled a 3, so he can only move 3 spaces forward. Let's see if we get a 4. Alright. We just got a 7. That's really good. That's like stupid good. And so this guy can move 2 spaces. Do 4. He can move 4 spaces. Now, he can move there because there's 3 or less. These guys go in the center. That's right, yeah. And on Brown's next door, he hasn't next door. Okay, can't move two, so this guy's moved two. Now he's open, because there's only one left on each of these, and I could very well steal him if I get over there. In fact, I probably will. So now brown guy has to roll. And he has to move all of these back to the start, or back to the front. So now this space has 8. Now I have to move 6 and 4. I can move 4 over here. I can take these pieces. There we go, I just used my 4. I'm going to put them in the middle. I now have a 6 remaining place. I can move this one. I can't move that one 6, because there's things here. I can, actually I think it's, yeah, 3 of us. I can, however, do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one can move over here. He's gotten over there. If I roll a 1, I can move him over here, and he can protect these. Right? The white guy gets to roll again. He has to move these guys back to the start. This space now has 6. 4 and 3. He can move 4 spaces. He can also move 3. Or he has to move 4 and 3 spaces. His mandatory goal is to move his pieces here and try and protect his little guys. So that's both 2. We've used 4 so far. So that's that one gone. Now he has to move these. He has to move 1 here. These 2 are not safe. So what I can do is this. I just rolled 2 and 6. You might be wondering why I haven't even touched this one yet, because I'm lazy. I can move this one too, and this one's fine now. I can also move this one 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now there are 2 of those with 1. He gets to roll again. He got 1. Yippee, he gets to take this one. Actually, no. He forgot to move this one to the start. He can still take this one, though. Alright? Here's now. He still has 6 more to move. He could very well this one and move 6 to over here, so he can be closer to taking these. So he's gonna do that. Brown rolls a 1 and a 4. He has to move this one back there. That's his 1. So now he only has 4 left. He gets to move this one here. That's 4 and 6, or 4 and 5. So white gets to move his. Actually, no, he can't move that way. He's move this one. So he's gonna move this one 4. He's gonna move this one. 1 and 1. Ooh, doubles. That means I roll 2 and 2. It means I roll 4. So I can move this one 4. There, I'll move this one 4. Now that one's safe, pretty much. He's gonna roll again. He's probably very pissed off at what I just did. I have 3 and 6. 3 and 6. I can move this one 3 here. And I can take this one. 3 and 6. I can move this guy. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now he's over there. Going all nice and safe. Alright, 2 and 6. This uses 1. And now I have 1 and 6. I can move this one. So I'm trying to get over here. So I can move one of these 2 times to take this one. I can't move this one 6 yet, because there's still a bunch of crap here. I haven't gotten all my pieces yet. So I can move this one 6 times over here and take these 2. And then he rolls. He uses his 3 to move these over here. If you don't know where I'm supposed to move him. I think I move him back. No, I can't move him back there because it's mine now. I get to go over here to Happy Lives. This goes. There we go. Alright. That used 3. Now he's 2 left. He's moved here 2. You're gonna take 3. 40 minutes. Let's go. He's one of those. There's 2, 5 left. So. This one too. And we're gonna move this one. Can't do that one 5. Can't do this one 5. 6 and 4 for white guy. He's gonna do this one 4. You can't do that one 6. So. He's gonna do this one first, but... One and 4. Aren't you guys having fun watching this? Just watching me play a game, by myself. It'd be a lot more fun if I was playing it with other people, but unfortunately, my parents are watching football and I live alone. Let's put 1 and 4, yeah. Let's get 1. And then let's get 4. This should be good. 5 and 6 for white. Okay, that's 1. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna finish this one out because we still have 3 games left, and like one of them is like really long. So let's say Brown got most on the other side, so Brown wins. Everyone say congrats to Brown on that one. It's gonna be like an hour long by the time I'm done. I still got 3 more games to show. I'm gonna like put like a poster up in school just advertising this video as it's like a feature film. When I'm just sitting there in my in the basement and I'm just playing games. Some idiot's gonna watch the whole thing thinking there's like a plot twist at the end where I don't play games and I start doing something else. I know it. Little does he know, I just play board games the whole time. It really hurts because I keep leaning over to like put pieces back. Oh yeah, all the games I'm playing today I've played before, except one. Now I will show at the very end. Never played that one. Oh, 44 minutes. I'm doing good on time. I thought it would be like way longer because I was gonna give the whole chess play-by-play, but since I didn't, that reduced the time up a lot. That's backgammon. Excuse me for laying down so much, but like my back really hurts. It's like a lot. Alright. So that's backgammon. Next up is Scrabble. Except it's Scrabble. You've played Scrabble before. If you tell me you've never played Scrabble before, you're lying. You played Scrabble at least once with your mom or like your grandma or something. Dad. First time I played with your dad. You have played Scrabble before. Even if you don't remember it, you have. Also, every household in America has one Scrabble in it. It's like it just comes with the house. Scrabble's a more traditional board game, but it's got those elements of like a strategy game that I'm thinking of. So basically, in this bag there are a bunch of wooden letters. Let me show you the board. This is the Scrabble board. It may look very complicated, but it's not. When you get it, it's really easy. So in this bag, there's a bunch of wooden tiles with words on them. Each player, I don't only like 2 people play this, but it has up to 4 I can play. It has these little tiles, and what you do is you reach in the bag and you grab out like 5. Right, I actually got there's one. And you don't show the other player what you have. I guess you grab like 5, I think. Let me read the instructions.
Are you in contact with the Beyond? Yes, I am. We've had our share of snake choppers. We deal with them. If you just 3 smart people, one of those closes in on you very fast. Bradley Cooper, Kate Blanchett, Rooney Mara. We're gonna find out what's coming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you only have 5.
Sometimes words just don't do full-flavored McCafe coffee justice. Buy this 100% responsibly sourced Arabica bean coffee at Keurig.com and see if you can find the words. Keurig and K-Cup used under license.
Okay, no, I think you just get 1 out first. No. Let's use my rules. Let's get out 5. You put them on your rack. Alright, so you don't show the other player letters when keeping secret, but I will show them to you because you're not playing. T-E-I-A-U. Those are my letters that I have. So you put 1 letter in the middle in the start. Let's get another rack out here so I have more letters to work with. And you put the letters on here. E, O. Real. Oh, I got a word. There we go. Real. D-O and real. Those are the letters. So what you do is, the players that are closest to A goes first. I do have my A. So. I need to put a letter in the star in the middle. I know you can't see it very well, but I'll have to move it back a little so you can see it. There it is. Scrabble. Oh, they all fell off. Oh, these ones fell off. Yeah. Sucks. Alright. Ah, no. What T? I spilled the T. Alright. Let's get real on there. It has to spell real. It's going to spell real if it counts. New rule: if your letters don't spell the word real, then you lose. Look at Ari for a second. I remember this stupid meme I found. It was like, every school got that one kid named Rectangle. And I laughed at it for like 20 minutes just because every school got that kid named Rectangle. Alright, so I put my E in the middle. Let's say that I have to put it in the star square in the middle. You can't see it very well because of the lighting, but it's there. It's right there in the middle, trust me. Alright. Oh, yeah. 50, let's go. E. Now my opponent, it's my opponent's turn. They have to make a word out of this E. As many letters as they can. So you can't do diagonally, you can do up and down though. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna use his letters to make real, letter has a certain amount of points, so like, and it doesn't normally say it on the bottom of the piece. It's actually over here on the side of the board, I think. It's a 4-letter word, it's pretty easy. Well, on the bottom, there's like this U has a 1, that's gonna be points it is. This is a 4-point word, real. And now I have to make a word out of real. From any of these letters here, I have a T, an I, an A, and a U. What do you think I can do? Not much. I have a pretty crappy, shitty deck, you know? T-A-I-U. Most words only come from the English dictionary, but most people just do anyways, they won't. Oh, and you always have to keep one, you know. But you always have to keep 5 on your deck, so opponent gets the 3 extra ones. Right, okay. That works. I'll grab it. Tech. 12 points. This is Q. Plus 1. gotta go do something. I'm gonna make food. I got snacked up. Back to Scrabble. So. Here's Scrabble. You got 4 points for now. I got 12. I'm winning. There's a tech in there. Alright, we got. I made my move. Now he's gonna make a move with his letters, and he doesn't know what to do because he kind of got a crappy score. So he. Doesn't work. He. L. That's a word, yeah. Double letter score. You got bonus.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Hello, America. He's been sick. I think his wife is going to bring him some chicken soup.
We're meant to get 7 tiles.
I know it's hard to defend an unpopular policy every once in a while.
Forget everything I've said about anything, because you were meant to get 7 tiles at the start of the game.
There's this guy from the CIA and he's creeping around Laurel Canyon.
So now we got. Ooh, almost there. So, it's a good opportunity to explain like a very important part of Scrabble. A very cool part. The blank tile. This tile can be any letter you want it to be. It can be a P, it can be a Q, it can be an E, it can be an R, it can be an X, it can be an I, it can be whatever. And the blank pieces are worth any amount of points that they're worth. Right? If it's a Q, it's worth 10 points. If it's a Z, it's also worth 10 points, you know? So that's 2 points, but you also got double underscore, so that's like 4. I actually don't know. So most of the time it's up to 70 points if you're in the beginner. I don't know what most of the squares mean. You can tell I don't play a lot of Scrabble, but we should double letter scores. Increase your score by 2. Increase this score by 2, and the triple letter scores increase it by 3. So let's do that. This is Scrabble my way. So he just got 2 points. That increased it by 2, 4 points. Points for him. You got 8 points. I still got my 12, so I got left. So, what I want to do is I want to make a high word.
Sometimes words just don't do full-flavored McCafe coffee justice. Buy this 100% responsibly sourced Arabica bean coffee at Keurig.com and see if you can find the words. Keurig and K-Cup used under license.
Want to hear how I almost got off the naughty list this year? I helped Santa save sick. I had to go down with Capital One Shopping with his people. Capital One Shopping instantly
Yeah, let's go.
and automatically applies them at checkout. You can download it too and save a buck. You don't even need a
Welcome to the hour mark.
So why didn't I get off the naughty list? Turns out Santa's a stickler for naughty work. Capital One Shopping. I'm a genius. What's it
Hope you enjoyed your stay.
And now, AT&T solves another small business problem you never thought you'd have. Trees. Trees that get knocked down during storms and fall across power lines, shutting down your power, which shuts down your internet and your entire business. Get internet that works in a power outage with internet backup and AT&T Internet for Business. To know more,
No,
call
uncle isn't a word.
855-288-5595. Limited availability.
No throw for me.
Hey, Spotifyers.
Because they have to meld so they can still be words. Because, like, tech isn't a word, real is a word, cult isn't a word, so I have to get rid of that one. He doesn't deserve that one. This is gonna take way too long, I'm gonna quit. I'm Scrabble. I think you know how to play Scrabble. Alright. This is the penultimate game. Because it's the second to last. Okay. We've gone through a few songs and a few games. We've had our fun. It's almost over. So, if you had a good time, please leave it in the comments below to tell me if you had a good time or not, which you probably didn't, because I know you don't like seeing my big feet, so I'll make these next two quick. So, hope I do. Well, I was Scrabble. And so, I can't really call this one a board game, but I do. That's me.
That's what I'm talking about. 21 zip.
This is Yahtzee, the game. You throw dice, that's what you do. So I have to find a blank card, I don't know if we have any. Okay, I'll just throw my cards. Where is one of my cards? Cards. Alright, here's one of my cards. I don't like this one. It's a stupid new one, but There's one of the main types of cards playing Yahtzee. Pennsylvania pencil. Okay. With the game I play on, it's finished, so be wary. It isn't even mine. I don't have fives like that. I swear, I had a card here. This card is the card. So we have 5 dice in the stack. And basically, your goal is to get a higher score than the rest of the players. I'll just show you how to do. I'm not going to play this one since it's a lot earlier. Okay. You take the die, throw them. Right, it's hard to put on carpet, so I'll just use this box. Two, 3, 3, 4, 3. That's a 3 of a kind. That's good. And the 3 of a kind, you had total roll dice 2, 3, 3, 3, 12, no, 9, 13, 15. That's a 15 on the 3 of a kind. That's pretty good. You roll again. I do it like that. Do it like that. That's a 4, 5, 5, 2, 2. That's almost a full house. You can roll this one again, and look at that, I got a full house. That's 25 points. That worked for him. Alright. I think you get the gist of it. It's pretty simple. Roll the die, get points. Try and have the most points if you can. Look at it. Look at the card. 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 I know it looks natural, but it's not. It's a game. Roll the dice back. So I told you this one wasn't going to take very long. Yahtzee. Now, we're in the home stretch. I've sat here for an hour and I've talked to you about board games that you probably have played very frequently. I feel like most people, you probably haven't played this next one. It's a party game. You 4 people play it, so very hard for me to give an example. It's Taboo. Very, very fun game. You need 4 people to play it though, so I've never played this one before, so I don't really know what's going on. It comes with this, I guess. So from what I know about this, the instructions. So from what I know about this game is you have cards and like the other person has to try and guess what they are, but you can't use any of these words to tell them. I don't know what this is. This is a timer. Hourglass. Don't eat the squeaky. Come here, come over here. Look at him. No, you can't have it, it's not yours. Don't know what that's about, but let's say I'm trying to make you guess NASCAR. I can't use the words stock car, sponsors, racetrack, high speed, and lap. It said stock car. I could say racing. And you're probably gonna get it, so. There's another pack of them. And under here is where you keep score. I'm not playing this one because you need like a bunch of people to play it. Look at this though. That's pretty cool. The dog barks every time you do it, so. And I don't know what this dice is, if it's like a gimmick thing, or like you roll it and like, person. I don't know what my mom bought this for. that is it. We've been here for an hour, almost an hour and a quarter, but I hope you have enjoyed your stay here at the Propane Canister YouTube channel. I don't know if it's gonna upload correctly, and if it doesn't, then that sucks. Probably won't, because this takes up like a few gigabytes. I will see you at some point in the future, I guess. Hope to see you. Goodbye.